Magic. There it is. Now it's ready.
Just good.
Just cut it. 5, 10 minutes.
Yes. 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days. You can hear how good quality this stone is by the ringing sound when Clement hits it. And I think that's why, to be honest, I'm standing here and not actually being allowed to do anything. Ah, I lie.
Right line.
Righto. Apprenticeship for a stonemason would have been about 7 years. But to be honest, as Clement says, it's actually a lifetime. You're always learning. And Peter and I haven't been here long. And, just so much to take in.
Carving stone takes its toll on the tools. And every day they must be sharpened by blacksmith Martin Claudel.
Is it true, Gedlon, if there's no blacksmith here for 2 days, work stops?
Yes, work stop, because we have to fix a lot of stone masonry tools. And if we don't do that, they can't work.
First, the worn-down chisel is heated to 1,000 degrees to soften its tip. To reach this temperature, bellows blow air through the fire.
I love these bellows. One goes up, the other one goes down. So it's constant airflow, isn't it?
Martin draws the chisel to a point on the anvil. Then sharpens it using a file. But the chisel tip will be blunt again in no time, unless it's hardened. Hardening is one of the great discoveries of the ancient world, achieved by heating the metal, then quickly quenching it in water. As it gets hot, the metal changes color, and this tells the blacksmith how hard it will be once quenched. Too soft and it won't cut, too hard and it will shatter. To carve stone, it must get yellow hot.
He watches for the colours appearing on the surface of the metal, the blue, the red, and most importantly, the straw yellow at the very end.
Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and I'm here to take you down to secret locations. This episode forms a part of my series on
Now he's ready for the masons.
Dangerous. Tyne Isla is one of the old worlds, harking back to a different era of humanity. All of the old worlds are famed, but Tyne Isla in particular stands out for a most cherished possession, the Tyne Isla graveyard. Back in the great ages of the past, this vast mausoleum was a location where the rich and famous were interned upon death, stored within their ships to witness the passing days of the galaxy, which they themselves would not live to see. This graveyard then was seen as a reward to only the most worthy, and thus internment here was granted to only a select few. Today, it is said that this mausoleum houses a huge number of ships, vessels of all types and sizes. It is rumoured that one day, before too long, the pilots and commanders of the galaxy may gain the privilege to visit this most cherished of locations. Little is known about the Formidine Rift, and it is perhaps for that reason that it is one of the most famous of all the mysteries within the galaxy. Such is the secrecy surrounding the rift that virtually nothing is known about it, not even its location. Many intrepid explorers have gone in search of it, but as yet, none have found it. What little is known about its location suggests that it may perhaps be found somewhere between the outer Perseus arm and the new galactic arm. There are various quotes attributed to people that have one way or another experienced the rift, and one of the most well-known is this. You don't know what I've seen. I've sailed beyond the Formidine Rift, seen the fleets of octagonal ships blocking out the stars. I've stood on lost worlds, sterilized clean by the Thargoids and erased from humanity's maps. I've seen the graves from the Thargoid wars, countless headstones stretching beyond the curvature of the horizons, little spots of reflected light dottering the abandoned continent. Thargoids, that mysterious alien species, appear in many references to the Formidine Rift, yet it remains unknown if there is a true connection. Another quote from a different source states, "Let's just